All right, you guys. So I wanted to go over the 3 things to think about when you are going to sell your home. Well, first of all, let me just preface this with, oh my God, we're in this time that none of us have seen in our lifetime. So I want to be sensitive to that. I know a lot of people are going through many different feelings, none of which are wrong. I think we need to allow each other to experience what we're experiencing. No matter what kind of boat we are in, per se, we are all in the same storm. So love to all of you. So what are the 3 things you want to think about when you are going to sell your home? Number 1 is motivation. You've had a lot of time in your house, like myself, right? You are, probably there more than you've been in a couple years. Like, because we're just working from home, we're home with our kids. Maybe you want a larger space. Maybe you want a more open space. Maybe you want to downsize, maybe you're tired of the large mortgage payment and you want to free up cash. That's always a big deal as well. And maybe you want to be in a different part of town. Maybe you want to be in a different school system. Maybe you just want a different house. All of these are motivating factors. And there's also obviously outliers that happen that I'm not mentioning, but those are big, big ones. Number 2, what do you want to get for your house? What do you want your home listed for? There's always emotion attached to a house, I find, with someone that's been in there a long time. Totally normal. I mean, I've done that, and I've gotten attached and emotionally attached to wanting a certain price for my house. And that's not a bad thing. But as a realtor, what we want to come in and do with you is to kind of say, okay, here's what you want. Let's look at what the market's done. Let's see what's sold in the last 6 to 12 months. Maybe you've upgraded your house a ton. Awesome. That's obviously going to help the price of your house. We want to go over all of those factors. Have you added square footage? Have you gutted the baths and the kitchen? All of things to consider when you are creating that list price together with your realtor. And then the third thing is, what do you need to do to get your home ready? Maybe it's totally great and you need to do nothing. Often though, I find that houses are more cluttered, or we have a bunch of personal pictures on the walls. I mean, we live there, it's our home. So what I always encourage sellers to do is to take down the family pictures and the personal stuff. Why? Well, when you go to have listing pictures done, remember your pictures are going to be all over the internet. I don't like when people see that. I just don't like the personal stuff out there like that. So best, I always say, to take the personal pictures down. Unless you're totally against it, that's your house, that's okay. But I encourage that to be done. I also encourage decluttering and to get anything that's just a bunch of stuff somewhere, to get it out, to get it in a closet, under a bed, I don't care, but just really go about, looking at your house and clearing up the space. Why do we want to do those 2 things? Number 1, we want the buyer to see themselves in the house. We want them to see themselves living there. And psychologically, when they're seeing family pictures everywhere and clutter, it's really hard for them to put themselves in that house, even though it may be an amazing house. So those are just 2 things, really easy things to do that cost nothing, that I encourage sellers to do. So those are my 3 things, and I will bring more information to you. Bye.